Evaluate this, correct to 4 decimal places, hence write the answer in standard form. So this one you have not been asked not to use a calculator, so you will use the calculator direct and get the answer. So when you do all of this, you will find that this one is the same as the square root of 0.2581 by use of a calculator, and this one will give you 0.50799. But you have been asked to write this answer in the standard form. Standard form, the number should be between 1 and 9. So we go here, 1 starts, so we have 50799 to 1, 4 decimal places, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So so we will have 5080 times 10. Correct to 4 decimal places. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think this one is the correct one. 4 decimal places is 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Correct to 4 decimal places. Let us correct this number to 4 decimal places before writing standard form. It will be 0.5. 4 decimal place 1, 2, 3, 4. So this will indicate by this 080. Now this one is in 4 decimal places. So our standard form now will be 0.5080 times 10 raised to power negative 1 in standard form. Two numbers p and q are such that p cube times q is equal to 189. Find p and q. So let us write the factors of 189. 189 is equal to 3 times 3 times 3 times 7. That is 3 raised to power 3 times 7. So 3 raised to power 3 is p3 times q, right? So we are asking to find p. So p will be, what is p? P itself is 3. So p cube, umesema p is 3. Q equal to 7. Yeah, this 3 cube stands for p cube times 7q. Lakini usiandika at 9 ama 27 because what they want is p only. A trader bought maize for Kenya shilling 20 per kg and beans for Kenya shilling 60 per kilogram. She mixed the maize and the beans and sold the mixture at Kenya shilling 48 per kilogram. If she made a 60% profit, determine the ratio maize beans per kilogram in the mixture. Kwa hivyo kitu ya kwanza tunatafuta, wacha tutafute the price before increasing. But before that we can say, so selling price before he increased to 60, but before he made a profit. Will be 160, that is 100 plus 60 is equal to this price of the mixture, 48 shillings. So we will want to know 100% will be, that is 100 times 48 divided by 160. This one is equal to 30. So the buying price was 30 plus 30 shillings. Then the person sold 1 kg at 48 and made a profit of this. So this is actually we want the buying price, not the selling price. Now let the number of kilograms of maize be X and that of beans by. So they were 20 kilos. So if they were xk kilograms and each kilogram is 20 parts, so that we will have 20 times x plus 60 kilograms of beans. So it will, this is a mixture which is now 60 times y. You divide by the total, which will be x plus y, will give us the buying price, which is 30 shillings. So let us cross multiply. You put over 1 this times that. So we will have 20x plus 60y is equal to 30x plus 30y. Like terms together, we will have 60y minus 30y equal to 30x minus 20x. So we will have 30y is equal to 30 is equal to 10x. 30y equal to 10x. This one goes with that. So we will have 3. Let's bring the numbers here. 3 over 1 is equal to x over y. So the value of x will be 3, y equal to 1. So the ratio will be, remember we started with x to y, which is equal to 3 to 1. In a triangle ABC below, BC is 12, AB is 8, and ACB is 30. Calculated to 1 decimal to 4 significant figures, the area of a triangle ABC. So the area. So before we have the area, we can get the angle of this. The angle A is 180 minus 30 plus 80. That is 180 minus 111. 110, and the answer is 70. So this one is 70 degrees, right? Now you know we are going to use the cosine rule and the sine rule. The cosine rule, so this one is B, this the opposite is A, and the opposite here is C. Having done that, now we know that B, this side AB, ambayo ni B, divided by sine B will be equal to A over sine A. So we are looking for this side. We need it. Sine B, we are looking for that. B, that's what we are looking for. B over sine B, which is 80, is equal to A, and A is 12 over sine A, 70. Sine 70. So now this one will give us B sine 70 is equal to, so we are cross multiplying 12 sine 80 divided by sine 70 divided by sine 70. So B inaisha. This one you use your calculator and you get the answer as 12.58 centimeters. So from here up to here is 12.5 centimeters. But our intention was to calculate the area of triangle ABC. So now we can use those. We have two formulas. We can use Euler's formula, or we use a half side times side sine theta. That's what I'm going to use, a half times. I can use this side here. I can use this and that. I have times 12 times 12.5, 8 times sine this angle that is between 30. This is the same as 6 times 12.58 times 0.5, and that one is 37.74 centimeters square to 4 significant figures 1, 2, 3, 4. Lazima ufuate hiyo masharti. Given that the exterior angle of an irregular hexagon is x, find the size of each interior angle of the hexagon. Hexagon means 6 sides. Exterior angle, which is now x, is equal by 360 divided by n. N is the number of sides. So this one, x, is going to be 360 divided by 6. So x is equal to 60 degrees. In a polygon is something that looks like this. So this one, this is the exterior angle now, which is 60. This one is interior angle. Interior angle, they form a straight line. So a straight line add up to 180. So to get interior angle here, x upper y, it is 180 minus 60, which is going to be y, which is now 180 minus 60, and that one is 120 degrees. So each interior angle, is 120 degrees, 120 degrees, each interior angle. Use logarithms to evaluate the cube root of this and that. Now that one you must use the logarithm. You first write the number, standard form, and then log. The first number is 1.654 square. The number is already in standard form, so it will be 1.654 times 10 raised to power 0, because it is already in standard form. You get the log of this, which one is 0, which is 0.2185. Square means we multiply times 2. This log we multiply by 2, it will give us 0.4370. So we are finished with the first number. The numerator we underline like that. Now we come to the numerator. This line is to separate that this is the numerator. Now the denominator we have 45.73, that is the number. Standard form will be 1.5, that is 4.573 times 10 raised to power 1, because tumerudi nyuma mara moja. And the characteristics here is going to be 1, this one here. And then the log is 6602. The log of 4 points, you just use a calculator. Tumemaliza hii. Then we come to the next number is 0.56. We write that number in a standard form, which is 5.6 times 10 raised to power negative 1. So our characteristic is going to be negative 1 per 1. The log of 5.6 is 0.7482. Kwa sababu hii ni multiplication ya numerator, what we do, we add so that we get the answer here. 4, 8, 10, 13, 14. 1 plus negative 1, the answer is 0. It is 1 plus minus 1. That is 1 minus 1, and the answer is 0. So now we finished the denominator. So what now we do is, this is the answer for the numerator, the denominator, and this is the answer for the denominator. And this denominator and numerator is division. This line means division. So here the numerator, here the denominator, we subtract. So we subtract 0 minus 4, that is 10. We borrow 1 here, 10 minus 4 is 6. We remained 6 minus 8, that is 16. We borrow 1, that is going to be 8. Here it is remaining 2 minus 0 is 2, and this one is 0. 1 minus 0. So we have here 0 minus 1. That one is 0 plus 1. And here it's going to have 1. So tumemaliza ndani. What we are remaining for now is the cube root. The cube root we divide by 3. Because this number here is the cube root, we divide by 3. So divide by 3. Remember this one is negative. Yeah, this one is negative. Oh yeah. It requires 0 minus, it requires not minus, it requires 0 minus, we were subtracting this minus 1. So inaenda kwa pa. That is negative 1. So per 1 divided by this. So hapa ndio inakuanga kisungumkuti. You cannot divide by a negative characteristics by a positive number. So kitu unafanya, tafuta a number that when you subtract from the characteristics inakupea number divisible by this. The number is, so unaweka negative 1 ni hii characteristics, subtract a number that will make it 3 or a number divisible by 3. So if you subtract it 2, you are going to get negative 3 divided by 3, and the answer is per 1. So the number, our number is 2. The same number you subtracted from the characteristics, add that number to the mantissa. So nishamalizana na characteristics is per 1. Sasa I will add the number. What was the number? The number is a subtract kwa characteristics. So I will add it, so that is 2 plus this one 0 2 8 6. Nimeongeza ile number kwa mantissa, and then you divide by 3. So hapo tuna divide by mara mbili, kwa characteristics na kwa mantissa. So hii mara moja hapa inaenda 6 7 6 2. So by so doing tumemaliza. Now we go back to the nth log. Tutakuwa na 10 raised to power negative 1. This stands for 10 raised to power negative 1 times the nth log of this, which is 4.745. So how do you use a calculator to go to the nth log? Using a calculator to get the nth log, you press shift and then log. Kama nataka hii ni 0.62 67 62. So you press OK, it gives you 4.7 like that. So you, to get the nth log, you shift and then log. Nth log, shift log gives you the nth log. So the answer here, final answer is 0.4745, and that is the final answer. Ni vizuri ku confirm your answer using a calculator directly. Kwanza make sure umepata, yani uhakikishe umepata. So unafinya hiyo number directly kwa calculator 1.654 square, right? So unapata jibu, divide by you open bracket 45.73, yes, times 0.56, you cross the bracket, you press equal sign, that is the answer. And then sasa tunataka kutafuta, hiyo ni ya ndani, tutafute the cube root. Cube root, you press 3, and then shift, and then this here, this, you press that, and then answer, right? So let us see what it is going to give us. So hiyo ndio jibu tumepata 0.4745, and that is the answer. So you can confirm using your calc. A line L is perpendicular to this. Given that L passes through 411, find the gradient of L. So the gradient of L that is perpendicular to this. First, let us get the gradient of this line. So 2/3 x plus 5/7y equal to 1. Let us remove the numerators by multiplying every term by the LCM. The LCM here is 21. So times 21 times 21 times 21. So here was here 7 times, here 3 times. So we will have 14x plus 15y is equal to 21. So let us write this equation in the form of y equal to mx plus c ndio tupate the gradient. So 15y is equal to negative 14x plus 21 divided by 15 both sides. So y is equal to negative 14 over 15x plus 21 over 14. So by so doing, over 15. So tushapata the gradient of this line. But the line L is perpendicular to this. So the gradient of L is the reciprocal of this, but the positive one. Remember, perpendicular lines, M1 times M2 should give you negative 1. So the gradient of L is 15 over 14 positive. Equation of L in the form of this, where M and the constants. So we have the point where P passes, which is 4, 11, where L passes, and we have the gradient of L as 15 over 14, and we have the general point xy. Now we can get the gradient. We can get the equation. We know that the gradient equal to change in y over change in x. So we have y minus 11 divided by x minus 4, and the answer is 15 over 14. That is the gradient. So cross multiply, we have 14 minus 14y minus 14 times 11, it is 154, which is equal to 15 times that, it is 15x minus 60. This one is 14y equal to 15x minus 60 plus 154. So 14y equal to 15x minus plus 94. So we want y 14. So y equal to 15 over 14x plus, we can simplify 2 here 47, 2 here 7. So the equation of this line is this, and this one is in the form of y is equal mx. Inamaanisha lazima make sure y imebaki hapa peke yake for it to be in this form. 2 radian over 9 into degrees, but we know that pi c, that is the radian, this one equal to 180 degrees. So we will ask 2 pi c over 9 will be what? It is 2 pi degrees over 9 times 180 divided by pi c, this and that. This here once, here 2 0. So that one will be 40 degrees. A garden is in the form of a right angle triangle. That's a right angle triangle. The length of the shortest, remember hii inakuanga short, hii is the longest. This one is high, the height is longer than this one, the base. Hiyo ndio unafaa kujua. Therefore, Ukitumia Pythagoras theorem, hii inakuanga kubwa, hii ni ndogo kuliko hii, inakuanga kubwa kuliko hii. Kwa hivyo the shortest distance is this one, which is 17 meters. The area is 346.8. The length, calculate the length of the longest side. So area equal to a half base times height, and that one is 346.8. A half times 17 times h equal to 346.8. 17h over 2 equal to 346.8. We times 2 here, times 2 there. So 17h is equal to 693.6 divided by 17, and h equal to 40.8 meters. So what we have here is the height, which is 40.8 meters, the height. But we are asked to find the longest, that is the hypotenuse here. We are looking for the hypotenuse. So now we have to square 40.8 square plus 17 square. We repeat the hypotenuse square, right? So to get the h, the hypotenuse is 40.8 square plus 17 square. Find the square root of that, and that one is square root of 1953.64, and that one gives us 44.2 meters. So the hypotenuse side is 44.2. The diagram below shows region bounded by 3 lines, L1, L2, L3. From the inequalities that satisfy given region. So find the inequalities. Tushapewa lines. Line ikiwa imechorwa complete hivi inamaanisha it is less or greater. A line ikichorwa na dotted line namna hii, sunana hii imechorwa na dotted line hii L2. Hiyo inamaanisha it is either less or greater. Ikichorwa ikiwa full complete line, it is greater or equal or less or equal to. You need to know that. So let us start with line L1. L1. To get the, lazima uchukue points mbili, utafute gradient, utafute equation. So lazima understand how to get an equation of a line, and then you will be able to write that. So the 2 points are, you can take the point at 4 and that is 4 and what? I can take the point 4 and 5. And another point at 2 and 3. So we have 2 points, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 5. These points, I get the gradient. Gradient is equal to change in y over change in x, which is 5 minus 3, 4 minus 2. And the answer is 2 over 2. The gradient is 1. Nikishapata gradient, sasa nachukua the general value, value x, y, na I point 1 point here, and nitatengeneza the equation. So y minus 3 over x minus 2 nimechukua hiyo, italeta 1. So over 1 cross multiply y minus 3 equal to x minus 2. So the equation is y equal to x, hii ikikuja hapa itakuwa plus 1. So we can say this is y minus x equal to 1. Hiyo ndio equation of line 1. Sasa tunataka kujua is, ukiangalia hii region iko kwenda juu, the greater side is not wanted. The one what is required is down, meaning is going to be less. So y minus x is less or equal to 1. Hiyo ni equation ya hiyo line L. Line L2. Line L2 straight away, hii line inapita kwa 4 na iko less. So line, that one is very easy, inapita kwa x. X is less 4. Hiyo imeisha. Tunaenda kwa line L3. L3 lazima pia utafute points mbili, utafute gradient like that. So let us get the line, the 2 points, 2, 2 here, 2, 2, Another point is 4, 1. Another point is 4, 1. Now get the gradient. The gradient is changing y, that is 2 minus 1 and 2 minus 4. The answer is going to be negative 1 over negative 2. So the gradient is negative, this is 2. This is 1, negative 2. So the gradient is negative a half. After getting the gradient, take 1 point and get the equation. So y minus 2, x minus 2, the answer is negative a half. So this one is going to be 2y minus 4 equal to negative x plus 2. That is 2y is equal to negative x plus 6. Ikikuja hapa tutaongeza. Kwa hivyo this is the equation of line L3. Lakini L3, so unaona the required region iko above L3. Unaona? Meaning it is greater or equal. As simple as that. So it is going to be 2y is greater or equal to negative x plus 6. Or you can write it this way. 2y hii ikikuja hapa itakuwa plus x is greater or equal to 6. And that is all. Mulimi and Naliaka had each 843 seedlings. Mulimi planted equal number of seedlings palo in x rows, while Naliaka planted equal number of seedlings in x plus 1 rows. The number of 3 seedlings planted by Mulimi in each row were 4 more than those planted by Naliaka in each row. Calculate the number of seedlings Mulimi planted in each row. So Mulimi planted 800, both they have 840, and he planted x. And then Naliaka planted 840 divided by x plus 1 because alikuwa na x plus 1. But by so doing, the number of seedlings planted by Mulimi in each row were 4 more. So Mulimi alipanda more by 4. So meaning tukitoa those for Mulimi minus that for Naliaka, the answer will be 4. So 840 over x that for Mulimi minus that for Naliaka, 840 over x plus 1, the answer should be 4. Right? Because Mulimi alitengeneza 4 more. By so doing, now we have the LCM. The LCM is x into x plus 1. We multiply each term by the LCM. So if we multiply the LCM here, we will have 840 into x plus 1 minus x into 840 equal to 4 into x squared plus x. 840x plus 840, I'm opening this bracket, minus 840x will be equal to 4x squared plus 4x. So this and this will finish, will die like that. Now we will have hii kikuja pande itakuwa negative. We will have 4x squared plus 4x minus 840 is equal to 0. We can simplify, divide by 4 every term. We will have x squared plus x minus 210 equal to 0. We are looking for the value of x. So I want to go faster. The numbers will be 14. The numbers will be 14 and 15, which will give us 210. Therefore, we have x plus 15, x minus 14. The answer is 0. So x is either negative 15 or x equal to 14. So 3 planted cannot be negative. Therefore, the correct answer is 14. X is equal to 14. So seedlings planted by Mulimi per law itakuwa 840 divided by 14, and that one will be 60. A Kenyan bank buys and sells foreign currencies as shown. A businessman on a trip to Kenya had this, which he converted to Kenya shillings. While in Kenya, he spent 8% of the money and changed the balance to Southern African rand. Calculate to the nearest rand the amount he obtained. That's very simple. So because he's a foreigner coming to Kenya, we use foreign to Kenya, we use buy. For cable, we are going to use the column for buy. So we are going to say that 1 pound is equal to 130.10 buy. What about 500 pounds? It's 50,000 pounds. What would it be? It would be 50 times 130. That one will give us Kenya shillings 65. 6,500,000. While in Kenya, he spent 8%. So if we have spent 8%, what will remain? So it is 100 minus 80. What will remaining equal to 20%. So let us get the remaining money, which is 20% of this. So remaining is 20 over 100 times 65. That one makes work easier when you understand that way. So the remaining amount will be 1 this million. This is what will remain. Now he's converting these Kenya shillings to Southern rand. So that's now it will be Kenya to foreign. We use sell. Kcse, we use Kcse. Kenya to foreign, we use selling. Now there, we will ask, selling is here. We will ask 1 rand is equal to 9.58. We will ask Kenya shillings. What about 1301,000? How many rands would that be? It will be 1301,000 divided by 9.58. That one will give 135,804 rands. Use the mid-ordinate rule with 6 strips to find the area bounded by a curve y is equal to x squared plus 1 in the lines this and that. So we are using that one, so we find the mid-ordinates between here. Say the mid-ordinate here ni -3, hiyo ndio iko katikati ya hii. So let us kwanza tuandike zote. Itakuwa -4, -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These are the values of x. But we are not using this, we are using the mid-ordinate, so we are using now these ones. We are going to use this, the mid-ordinates only. Yes, those are the one we are going to use. So here, you substitute the value of the mid-ordinate in this equation, you get the value of y. This one will give you 10, 2, 2, 10, 26. This one will give you 50, the mid-ordinates. These ones are called the ordinates, but these are the mid-ordinates. So area is given by h into h1 plus h2 plus h3 like that to the end, which is equal to 2. The height is 2. How do you get the height? I will show you. Plus 10 plus 12 plus 2 plus 10 plus 26 plus 50. That one gives you 200 units. Given that this one is this and this is that, find B. We are finding B. So 3a, badala ya a tunaweka hii 4 over 3 into minus 2b. So b could be xy plus 4c, and this is here, negative 2, negative 5, will be 10, 19. Will be 10, 19. So here we subtract, let us use this one is the same as 12, 9 minus 2x, 2y, plus, this one is negative 8, negative 20, which is equal to 10, negative 19. So 12 minus 8 is 4. 4 minus 2, 4 minus 2 is going to, we are going to have 4 minus 2x. 9 minus, this is negative 11. Negative 11 minus 2y is equal to 10, negative 19. So tunachukua ya juu, 4 minus 2x is equal to 10, and the value of x is going to be negative 3. We take the one below, 11, negative 2y is equal to negative 19. Negative 2y is equal to negative 19 plus 11. Negative 2y is equal to negative 8. So y equal to 4. So the value of b, which is we gave xy, is negative 3, 4. A triangle T with the vertices this is mapped onto T prime with the vertices this by rotation. On the grid provided, draw triangle T and its image. So I want to use this graph here. So we have been given, we use the scale of 2 because that was very small. That is 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Negative 2, negative 4, negative 6. So we are plotting now the points. A is 2, 4. 2, 4. That's where our A is. B is 6, 2. Here. That is B. And then C is 4, 8. 4, 8. 8 is here. And that is our C. So you take your ruler, you join the dots or the stars, you join them. So that is our object. That is our object. Now we have been given the coordinates of the image. We plotted them also. The image is A prime is 10, 0 here. That is A prime. B prime is 8, negative 4, negative 4 here. That is B prime. And then C prime is 14, 14x, and then negative 2 here. C prime. Now you join the points. You join the points like this. Like that. and we have our image drawn. That's our image. So the question is, determine the center and the angle of rotation that maps t to t prime. Ili tupate hiyo, tuna bisect n2 points. The object, this for example B and its image, A and its image, we bisect that line. So you can now draw a dotted line from A here, another one from A to A prime, another one here, A to A prime. So we are bisecting this line and this line. Mahali the two bisectors meet, hiyo ndio itakuwa our center. So let us bisect B first. Unasimama hapo, unafungua more than half of B. You mark here, you mark down there. You stand here with your pair of compass, you mark there with it, and then you mark up there. Tarudi hapa tena kidogo, malizie hapa, and then you join these 2 points here and there, here and here. You need to be very accurate to get the correct points. That's one of my bisect. So nime bisect B katikati, B to B prime. The next one I want to bisect is A prime. So A prime ni hiyo, unafungua more than a half, you mark up there and down here. So you come here with the same radius, stand at this, mark up there and mark down there. So these ones, they are meeting here, here and there. So these two bisectors, they are meeting at this point, you see. So our point, the rotation point, at the center of rotation is going to be 4, -2. That is the center of rotation. Kwa sababu hiyo ndio center of rotation, sasa you can now take your pair of your protractor, stand at, draw a line from P to P prime. You can draw this line here to the center. Tunataka futa sasa angle, tushapata the center na tunaenda P, alafu tupime hiyo ni angle gani. So you take this one, ukipima from P to P prime unapata ni 90, exactly 90 degrees. So it means it is a rotation 90 degrees. So the answer will be the center is 4, -2. Rotation is 90. But which 90? Is it positive or negative? Ikirudi hivi inakuwa positive, ikikuja hivi inakuwa negative. So -90 degrees. -90 degrees. Angle of rotation. So you write angle of rotation is -90 degrees. A construction company employs technicians and artisans. On a certain day, 3 technicians and 2 artisans were hired and paid Kenya shillings this. On another day, the firm hired 4 technicians and 1 artisan and paid a total of this. Calculate the cost of hiring 2 technicians and 5 artisans in a day. So let us take T for technicians and A for artisans. So the first day, they brought 3 technicians plus 2 artisans and they paid 9,000. That's the first equation. The second day, on another day, they employed 4 technicians for T plus 1 artisan, that is A, and that one costed them 9,500. So we use substitution. Let us make A the subject of the formula. So A is going to be 95. Take this one there, 0, 0, minus 4t. Now take this value of A, substitute in the first equation. So we have 3t plus 2 into A, and A is 95, 0, 0, minus 4t, which will give us 9,000. 3t plus, this time start is 0, 0, 0, 19, minus 8t equal to 9,000. Minus 5t, like terms together, will be equal to minus, this equal minus 10,000. So t is equal to, you divide by negative 5, t will be 2,000 shilling, 2,000, t will be 2,000. So we can get A. So A is equal to 9,500 minus 4t, but the t is 2,000. So A is equal to 9,500 minus 8,000. That one is 1,500. 1,500. So we are asked to calculate the cost of hiring 2 technicians and 5 artisans. So 2 technicians, we have 2 into t, and the t is 2,000, plus 5 into 15. And this one will give us Kenya shillings 11,500. Two lines L1, which is 2y minus 3x minus 6 is equal to 0, and line 2, 3y plus x minus 20 is equal to 0, intersect at point A. So these are 2 lines which are intersecting at point A. Intersecting is where 2 lines meet. Find the coordinate of A. So there is 2 ways of getting the coordinate of A, but I want to give the easiest. If we know the 2 equations, we solve them using simultaneously using substitution or elimination, n of them. So let us use elimination. That is 2y minus 3x equal to 6. Nimepeleka hii hapa side. That is equation 1. And this one will be 3y minus x, no, plus x is equal to 20, and the pande is equal to 20. So let me eliminate x. To eliminate x, unachukua hii unapiga hapa times 1, because hapa ni 1x, 3 inakuja chini, unapiga times 3. So this one is going to be 2y minus 3x equal to 6. 9y minus 3x is equal to 60. So to eliminate this one, we are going to add y equation, so that now negative 3 plus 3, the answer is going to be 0. So 2 plus this one is 11y. This plus is equal to 66. So we are going to have 11y equal to 66. So y is equal to, divided by 11 both sides, 6. So to get the value of x, we substitute the value here, n of this equation. 3y plus x is equal to 20. So 3 into 5 plus x equal to 20. 15 plus x is equal to 20. X is equal to 20. Well, it was 6. Sorry, the value of y is 6. So 6, which is going to be 18. so minus 18. So x is equal to 2. So a is written in the form of xy, and that one is 2,6. That is the simplest way of doing it. A third line L3 is perpendicular to line 2 at a point A. Find the equation of line 3 in the form of y is equal to mx plus c, where m and c are constants. So first, we need to get the gradient of line 2. Tukishajua the gradient of line 2, tutajua the gradient of line 3 because they are perpendicular. So L2 equation yake ndio hii, 3y plus x minus 20. So to get the gradient of this line, we must write this equation in the form of y equal to mx plus c. Tuna make sure y inabaki peke yake on the left. So this one will be 3y is equal to negative x plus 20. Kienda on the other side, divided by 3 both sides. So y equal to add negative x plus 20 over 3. So the gradient of L2 equal to negative a third. So gradient of L3 will be 3, because when we multiply perpendicular lines, when you multiply gradient 1 times gradient 2, the answer should be negative 1. So if I multiply negative a third times 3, the answer is negative 1. So gradient of L3 is 3. It is. You should know that perpendicular lines m1 times gradient 2, the answer should be negative 1. You lazima ujue. Kwa hivyo, this is the gradient of line 3. This is the line 3 inapita kwa A, which was 2 to 6. Tunataka the general coordinate xy na gradient yetu ni 3. So gradient is equal to change in y over change in x, which is equal to y minus 6 over x minus 2, which is equal to 3 over 1. That is y minus 6 is equal to 3x minus 6. Y equal to 3x minus 6 plus 6. Ikienda pande inakuwa positive. So y equal to 3x. This one is 0. Another line, L4, is parallel to L1 and passes through this and that. Find the xy intercept of line 4. Parallel lines, you should know that parallel lines have the same gradient. Parallel lines have the same gradient. So let us get the gradient of L1. Once we get the gradient of L1, L4 will be automatic. The gradient of L4 is automatic. So L1, the equation was 2y minus 3x minus 6. So to get the gradient, you must write this equation in the form of y is equal to mx plus c. So 2y is equal to 3x plus 6 divided by 2, divided by 2, divided by 2. So y is equal to 3 over 2x plus 3. So the gradient of L1 equal to 3 over 2. So gradient of line 4 is 3 over 2 because they have the same gradient. Line 4 passes through point -1, 3. The gradient we have, the gradient is 3 over 2. The general point is x, y. Now gradient is equal to change in y over change in x, which is y minus 3, x minus 1 is equal to 3 over 2. Y minus 3 equal to x minus minus itakuwa positive, x plus 1 is equal to 3 over 2. Cross multiply, 3x plus 1 is equal to plus 3. This is equal to, kama ningeanza na hii, 2y minus 6 is equal to 3x plus 3. 2y equal to 3x ikienda hapa itakuwa plus 9. So that is the equation of line 4. But we want to find the x and y intercept of line 4. Sasa tukutafuta y intercept, tunaanza na ata x intercept occurs when y is equal to 0. So everywhere where you see y in our equation, you put 0. You substitute with 0. So we are going to have 0 equal to 3x plus 9. Negative 9 equal to 3x. So x is going to be negative 3. Kwa hivyo the x intercept itakuwa negative 3, 0. So that is the coordinate of the x intercept. Y intercept occurs when x is equal to 0. So where you see 0, you see x in this equation, you substitute with 0. We will have 2y is equal to 9 because it is 0. That means y equal to 4.5. So the y-intercept is equal to x is 0, y is 4.5, and that is the coordinate of the y-intercept. The masses in kilograms of patients who attended a clinic on a certain day were recorded as follows. This is the masses. Starting with the class 35 to 39, make a frequency distribution table for the data. So hapa unafaa kuwa very careful wakati unachagua these numbers. So this one is the class x, which is the midpoint. We will have the frequency, we will have the cumulative frequency, and then we will have fx, because we know we want the mean. We have this one will assist us to get the median, because they are going to ask us the median. Kwa hivyo our first class is 35, 39. The second one will start at 40 to 44, because the class interval is 5. So now hesabu 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. Sawa? 40, 41, 42, 43, 44. So that is the class is 5, 5. So we will go next as 45 to 49, like that to the end. So where do you stop the class? Unaangalia the smallest number and the greatest number here, the largest number here. Kwa mfano hapa the number yetu kubwa kabisa ni 79. So inamaanisha itafika 79. And then now you count those that are between 35 to 39. And then you circle them, 35 to 39. 35 to 39. So 1, to 39, 1. To 39, 2. So you do that and then you repeat again kwa sababu unaweza make a mistake. So there are only 2. Frequency itakuwa 2. So you do that way all the way, na unarudia tena kwa sababu unaweza make a mistake. Unarudia tena to make sure that you are doing the right thing. So I finished putting the frequency. Now what I want, the midpoint is this plus this divided by 2, and you get that. And it should be the class interval of 5, 5, 5, 37, 42, 47, 52, like that. So what I want to do is the CF. The CF, the first number unaweka ni 2, and then 2 plus this, which is 6. 6 plus this, 14. 14 plus this, 23. 23 plus this, 34. 34 plus 7, 41. 41 plus 5, 46. 46 plus 3, 49. 49 plus 1, 50. So the cumulative frequency, the total cumulative frequency lazima ifanane ifike the summation of f, which is 50. Summation of f lazima ifike. Ukiona itafika maanisha umepotea mahali. The next thing you need to get is fx. Fx ni ex times the frequency. This one is 74. So our total summation of fx is 2775. So we need that to calculate the mean. So the mean x bar is equal to summation fx divided by summation f, which is 2775 divided by 50. This one is 55.5 kg. Hii hesabu unafanya na unarudia. Sawa sawa. Na una make sure una avoid mistakes. How do you avoid the mistake? Unafinya calculator ukiwa umeweka mind huko. Usifinye 3 wakati unataka kufinya 2. So you must be very careful. Kwa sababu ukikosea anything here, everything is wrong. So the median, tunatumia formula L plus n over 2 minus c over f plus interval. L is the lower class of the median. How do you get the median class? The median class is n, the frequency, total frequency divided by 2. For example, ours was 50 divided by 2, so inalai at 25. So tunaenda kwa table yetu tunaangalia 25 inalai wapi. Tukiangalia hapa, in our cumulative frequency 23 is behind, so our class, median class inalai hapa kwa 34. So our median class is 35, 55, 59. Therefore, L is the lower limit of our class. The lower limit is going to be 54.5. So you write 54.5 plus N is 50 divided by 2, which is 25, minus C. C is the cumulative frequency above the class. So our class is this one. That means our class is this. You see, our class is this, median class. Therefore, C is the cumulative frequency above our class. Above, so above is 23. So which is now minus 23. And then divided by the frequency on that class. So the class frequency is 11. Divided by 11. And then times class interval is 5. So this one gives you 54.5 plus 0.9, and that one will give us 55.4 kilograms. Now, on the grid provided, draw an histogram to represent the data. Histogram, when the class interval is uniform like this, 5, 5, 5, when we draw the median, the histogram, we use frequency. But if the class intervals, hii inakuwa 5, ingine 10, ingine 100, ingine 200, we use the frequency density. Hapa tunatumia frequency density. Hiyo ndio tofauti. So now here we use on x-axis, we use the lower limit, the upper limit. Lower limit of the upper in each class. For example, here we will use this class 35, 39. We will, the first bar here, we will have 34.5 because the lower limit of 35 is 34.5. The upper limit in this class is 39.5. So hivyo ndio unaweka. Kwa hivyo sasa mahali wakati sasa kwa mfano the first one, the frequency is 2. Tunachora, tunafika hapa kwa 2. Unachora hivyo. Mahali iko 4, next one is 4. you draw, una increase hiyo inafika 4 namna hiyo, naweka hivi, and then you do like this, you do like this, unaendelea. The third one was 8, so you go to where we have 8 like that, you draw this one, and then you shade like that. So this is what we call an histogram. So this is what we call the histogram. A solid S is made up of a cylindrical part and a conical part. The height of the solid is 4.5. The common radius of the cylindrical part and the conical part is 0.9. The height of the conical part is 1.5 meters. Calculate the volume correct to 1 decimal place of solid S. So let us sketch solid S. Solid S should be iko na cylinder ambayo iko na cone. So that is how it should look. The radius tumeambiwa they have a common radius is 0.9, so the radius is going to be 0.9. And then the height, the whole height of this is 4.5, but the height of the conical part is 1.5. So meaning the height of this one is 3 meters. It is 4.5 minus 1.5, and that one is going to be 1.503. Yeah, that is 3. Very good. So now we want to calculate the volume. So here we have two figures. So the volume of the cone and the volume of the cylinder. The formula you should know. So volume of the cone is given by 1/3 pi r square h. So plus volume of the cylinder, which is pi r square h. Very good. You need to know that. So now let us start with the volume of the cone, which is a third, times 22/7 times the radius 0.9 square times the height 1.5. And this one will give us 1.3 meters square. Now the volume, that is the cone. Now the cylinder, we have said it is pi r square, which is 22/7 times 0.9 square times the height of the cylinder, which is 3. And this one will give us 7.6 meters cube. Yeah, cube, not square, cube, because it is a volume. So to get the total, we add this and that, we get the total. So total volume is 7.6 plus 1.3, that gives us 8.9 meters cube. Calculate the total surface area of the solid S. So total surface area of this. So total surface area, you calculate the curved surface of this and the surface area of the curved surface plus this circle. Here we are going to include one circle. So first, we calculate the curved surface area of the cone. Curved surface area of a cone is given by pi RL. So we don't have L here in this cone, our cone. We need to get this L so that we use it here. We need this L. So how do we get it? We remove it like this. This here is the height is 1.5. From here is 0.9. So we can get L. So 1.5 square plus 0.9 square will give us L square. So L itself is the square root of 1.5 square plus 0.9 square. So L is equal to 1.7 meters. Now we have L. Now we can calculate this one, which is 22/7 times radius 0.7 times L 1.7. That one gives us 4.8 meters square. Now we want to calculate the area of the cylinder, surface area of the cylinder. Remember hapa iko open ndio ikaungana na hiyo ingine. Kwa hivyo hatuta include this circle. Tuna include hii circle peke yake. So it is curved surface area with one circle. And that formula will be pi r square for this circle plus the curved surface area of the cylinder, which is 2 pi r h. That is the curved surface area of a cylinder. Now this one will be 22/7 times radius, which is 0.9 square, plus 2 times 22/7 times 0.9 times height of this one, which was 3. This one will give us a total of 19.5 meters square. So now total surface area will be 19.5 plus 4.8. That one is 23.3 meters square. 23.3 meters square. A square base pillar of side this, a square base. So the space, the square is the base. That is a pillar. Whichever it is going, this one is 1.6, 1.6. Has the same volume of solid S. Determine the height of the pillar. So they have the same volume. So the volume of this one require, so volume require 8.9 meters cube. Will be the same as this, which is going to be length times height. 8.9 is equal to 1.6 square times h. So to get the height, we divide by 6 square, 1.6 square. So h is equal 8.9 divided by 16, 1.6 times 1.6. That one gives us 3.5 meters. So it is 3.5 meters, the height, 3.5. In the figure below, not drawn to scale, AB is 11. And that is that. DA is a right angle triangle. This is a right angle triangle. Calculate correct one decimal place the length DC. This is very easy. We use the Pythagoras theorem. So DC square is equal to DA, that is 3 square plus 5 square. So DC equal to the square root of 9 plus 25. And that is equal to the square root of 34. And that one, so DC equal to 5.8 centimeters. The size of angle ADC, the size of angle ADC, we want this angle here. So that one now, we extract this angle, this right angle triangle, which is this. Here we are looking for this angle, we have 3 centimeter here. Here we have 5 centimeter. We use so, TOA. So we use tan theta. Tan theta is equal to opposite, which is 5 over adjacent 3. So theta is equal to tan inverse this, which is 5 over 3. And this one will give us 59.0 degrees. 59.0 degrees. Calculate the size of angle ACB. Angle ACB. We want now to calculate this angle. Here, this angle. We can use this sign now. We have this length. We have this length. We have this length. We can use the cosine rule. So this is A. The opposite here is C. The opposite here is B. So we want this angle C. So we will say C square, this is C square, will be equal to A square plus B square, A square plus B square, A square plus B square, minus A, B cos C. So this is our 2AC, 2AB cos C. So C square, we have C, which is 11 square, equal to 8 square plus 5 square, minus 2 times 5 times 8 cos C. We are looking for that cos. Next one, we bring this one on this side. We will have 121 minus the total here is 89 is equal to this is 40, 80 minus 80 cos C. So we are going to 32 is equal to negative 80 cos C. So cos C, we divide by both sides by this, is equal to cos C is equal to 32 divided by 80, negative 80. So cos C is equal to negative 0.4. So to get C, we find the cos inverse of negative 0.4. So this one, you take your calculator, you press shift cos, that is inverse, you open bracket, you insert negative 0.4, you cross, and it gives you the answer as that. That is the correct answer. And that one will be. So C is 113.6 degrees. Calculate the area of quadrilateral ABCD. So we want to calculate the area of ABCD. So we will calculate the area of this plus the area of this, and that is all. So area of ACD plus area of ABC, that is now a half times 3 times 5. That is the area of this, a half times space times height. Then plus ABC, we will use a half times the side 5 times another side times the angle we have, times 5 times 8 sine 113.6. This is 77.5 plus 18.33. The answer is going to be 25.8 centimeters square. The corner points A, B, C, and D of a range are such that B is 80 kilometers directly east of A and C is 6 kilometers from B on a bearing 30. D is 7 kilometers from C on a bearing this. Using scale of 1 to represent 1 kilometer, draw a diagram to show the position of A, B, C, and D. Use the scale to determine the bearing of A from D and distance. So try to draw that and make sure it looks like this. So this is A, B, C, and D. And then make sure you have 210 degrees. Your distance here should be 99.2 kilometer plus or minus 0.1. And your next question should be the perimeter of the range should be 31 kilometers. Given that A is this, B is that, find the value of x for which AB is a singular matrix. So if AB is a singular matrix, it means the determinant is going to be of AB is going to be 0. So first, take 3, x plus 1, 2, you multiply with 1, 3, 2, 0. So this times this, we are going to have 3 plus, this is 2. So this one is 3 plus 3x, x plus 7, 6, 2x plus 2. So I guess you know how to multiply matrix. That's why I'm doing very fast. So it is 3 times this, which is 3. This times this. So we are going to have 3 plus 3x. X times 1. That is x. 3 times tumefika wapi? So 3 times this tumesema. And then x. Then the next one is 3 times this, that is 6. X times 0 is 0. We have 6, like that. So this is now the matrix whose determinant has got 0. So this is the diagonal. This one, this times this minus that should be equal to 0. So 3 plus 3x times 2x plus 2 minus this times that 6x plus 42, the answer should be 0. So this is going to give you open this, finally it will give us 6x plus 6x squared plus 6 x minus 6x minus 42, the answer is 0. So finally we will have x squared plus 6x minus 36, the answer is 0. So here you like terms together. This one is going to end with this one because it is subtraction. 6 minus 42, the answer is negative 36. This one you copy here, and this is this. 6 minus 42 is this, 36 is equal to 0. Our factors, so are going to be 2 and 3. So we are going to have x plus 3, x minus 2 equal to 0. We can simplify this, divide by 6 everywhere. So you will have x squared minus plus x, that is equal to 6, is equal to 0. Tafuta namba mbili, ukimultiply inakupea negative 6, ukiongeza inakuwa positive 1. So those numbers actually is negative 2, 3. So 3 times this, negative 6. Negative 2 plus 3, 1. Now x is equal to negative 3 or x is equal to 2. Those are the answers. Mambo bought 3 exercise books and 5 pens for a total of this. If Mambo had bought 2 exercise books and 4 pens, he could have spent Kenya shillings 45 less. Taking x to represent the price of exercise book and y price of pen, form 2 equations to represent the above information. So Mambo put 3x, that is 3x plus 5y, and he paid 165. If we had put 2x plus 4y, he could have paid 45 less. So you take your calculator, 165, you subtract 45. So it's going to pay 120. These are the two equations that will help you solve that. Use matrix method to get the price of that. So copy this one, that's 3, 5, 2, 4, xy equal to 165, 120. Get the determinant, that is 4 times 23 minus 10, and that one is 2. Our determinant is 2. Get the inverse. Inverse is 1 over determinant into, that's 1 over 2. You interchange this one, inakuja hapa, hii inakuja huku. So inakuja 4, inakuja 3. Easy, inakuwa negative. Negative 2, negative 5. So the next step now, this is the inverse. You multiply the inverse with this and with this. That is a half into 4, negative 5, negative 2, 3, times 3, 2, 5, 4, xy equal to this inverse into 4, negative 5, negative 2, 3. You must be careful when you are transferring this information not to make a mistake. 165, 120. So inverse times a matrix, the answer is the identity matrix, which is 1, 0, 0, 1. You don't need to do that. You don't need to do this. This you just understand it that way. X, Y. Now this one you have to multiply this times this times that, the way we multiply normally the matrix. So this one is going to give us 30, 15. So x equal to shilling 30, y equal to shilling 15. So I assume that you know how to multiply matrix. Yeah, that's why I'm doing it very fast. A teacher of a class of 36 students bought 2 exercise books and 1 pen for each student. Calculated the total amount of money the teacher paid for the books and pens. So the students are 36. 2 exercise books, so it is 36 times 2. Alilipa ngapi? 1 exercise book inalipa 30 bob times 30. Ongeza, kalamu alinunua ngapi? 1 times 36, na kalamu moja ni 15. So hiyo inakupea total of Kenya shillings 2700. An institution intended to buy a certain number of chairs for Kenya shillings this. The supplier agreed to offer a discount of Kenya shillings 6 per chair, which enabled the institution to get 3 more chairs. Taking X as the original intended number of chairs, write an expression in terms of X for original price. So original price itakuwa 1620 divided by X chairs, because tumeambiwa X is the original number of chairs. After doing the discount, they bought 3 more chairs. So the price after the discount is going to be 16,200, the total amount of money, plus divided by X plus 3. X plus 3 is the number of chairs which is going to add 3 more chairs. But by so doing, the supplier agreed to offer a discount of 6 per chair. Very good. So determine the number of chairs the institution originally intended to buy. We want to get the value of X. So the original price, you subtract, after doing the discount, the answer should be, or the answer should be this one, you subtract 60, the answer to be equal to this. 16,200 divided by x. If you subtract 60, the answer should be 162, 0, 0 divided by x plus 3. Or this, subtract this, the answer should be 60. So you can do it in two ways. Over 1, so our LCM is that. We multiply every term by the LCM. So we multiply the LCM here, we will have tunakuwa na x plus 3 times 16,200 minus, here we are going to have x square plus 3x times 60 equal to 16,200 inaenda, so inabaki x. If you open this one, we're going to have 162,00x plus this times 3, 48,600 minus 60x square minus 180x is equal to 162,00x. This and that goes. Cancels out. So now we will rearrange this one. We will rearrange this one, and then I want to change the sign of this one to be positive by dividing negative everywhere. So I will have 60 x square plus 180 x minus 4860 equal to 0. You can simplify further by dividing by 60, 60, 60. So x square plus 30, see the 30 or 3, 3x. This one will be 810 is equal to 0. So you can here solve using quadratic formula. X is equal to minus b, positive like that. B square minus 4ac divided by 2a, or you find the factors. So the factors, the numbers that when you multiply, they give you the 10, and when you add them, they give you this one is negative 27 and 30. So we are going to have now x square minus 27x plus 30x minus 810. You group them. You group them. The common factor here is x. So x minus 27. Oh, the common factor is x, which is going to remain x minus 27. And here plus the common factor here is 30, which is going to be here x minus 30. Is it a minus or addition? Sorry. The common factor here is 30, which was here 27 times. Now we pick this and that. X plus 30, x minus 27 is equal to 0. So x is equal to negative 30 or x is equal to 27. So just cannot be negative, so we ignore the negative, so it means x is equal to 27. So they intended to buy 27 chairs. So it is 27 chairs. The price per chair after the discount. So 1620 divided by, after the discount, now the chairs were 30. That is 3 plus 27. That is 16,200 divided by 30. That one is shilling 540. Each chair costed 540. The amount of money the institution could have saved per chair if it substitute both the intended number of chairs at a discount of 15. So one chair without the discount is 1620 divided by 27 chairs, which is shilling 100. So 100% is equal to 600. Wangepewa ita 5, 100 minus 15 discount ingekuwa ngapi? Ingekuwa ni 85 times 600 divided by 100, na hiyo inatupea 510 shillings. Kwa hivyo wangefanyiwa discount ya 15 wangelipa 510 kiti moja. Kwa hivyo swali ni the money they could have saved per chair. So per chair it is 600 minus 510. Wange save shilling 90 per chair. 90 per chair. The equation of the curve is given by that. Find the value of y when x is 2. You substitute x is equal to 2 in this equation. Where there is x, you substitute with the 2. So y will be equal to 2 raised to power 3 minus 9 over 2 raised to power 2 minus 15 into 2 plus 3. This is equal to 16 minus 18 minus 30 plus 3. Negative 27 is the value of y. The equation, find the equation of the tangent to the curve at x is equal to. So the equation, our point is going to be negative 2 and the value of y is going to be negative 27 at 2. That is the point. So for the equation, first let us get the gradient function. So the gradient function dy over dx is going to be integration of this. This one is going to be 6x squared minus, this is 2, that is 9x minus 15. So this is the gradient function. What will be the gradient when x is equal to? You substitute 2 here. So we are going to have 6, 2 square minus 9 times 2 minus 15. And the gradient is going to be negative 9. So now we have the point x is 2, y is 27 at that point. So we have the point 2, negative 27, 29. 29. The gradient is negative 9. The general point is x and y. Now we can get the gradient normally the way we get. That is, the gradient is equal change of x change in y, yx, which is y minus 29 over x minus 2, and this is negative 9. So negative, we have y plus 29 over x minus 2, the answer is negative 9. Y plus 29 is equal to negative 9x plus 18. Y equal to negative 9x. Ikikuja pande hiyo, itakuwa subtraction. Itakuwa negative 11. And that is the equation of the line of the tangent, equation of the tangent to the curve. Determine the turning points of the curve. At the turning points, also called stationary points, you should know that dy over dx equal to 0. Right? So our dy over dx is the integration of this equation, which we have already integrated here. It is 6x squared minus 9x minus 15. It should be equal to 0. So now we are looking for the values of x. 6x squared minus plus 6x minus 15x minus 15 6x into, you don't need to solve like this. You can solve this equation using the quadratic formula. That is the simplest. Yeah, if you don't know how to get these factors, just use the quadratic formula and you will get the values of x. So x is 15 over 6, or x is negative 1. So x is equal to 2.5 or negative 1. So these are the values of x. Now we want the values of y, so that now we can have a stationary point. A point is a coordinate. Now when x is equal to 2.5, what will be y? You take the value of x 2.5, you substitute in our equation here, y is equal to this. Mahali unaona x, you substitute with 2.5. Sawa sawa. So y will be equal to, when x is this, so y will be, you substitute here, will be 2 into 2.5 cube minus 9 over 2 x 2.5 square minus 15 into 2.5 plus 3. So y will finally give us 11.5. So no, this one is going to be, so the value of y is going to be negative 31.375. When x is 2.5, the value of y is negative 31.35. So the turning point at this point will be 2.5 comma negative 31.375, because that is now the value of x and the value of y. When x is equal to negative 1, you substitute negative 1 in the equation. That is y equal to 2 into negative 1 cube minus 9 over 2 negative 1 square minus 15 into negative 1 plus 3. After doing that, you will find that the value of y, you use just a calculator, direct carefully, you will get the value of y is equal to 11.5. Meaning now the turning point, when x is equal to negative 1, turning point when x is equal to negative 1 equal to negative 1, 11.5. So these are the two turning points, this and that. And that's how you will score your marks.